Hey guys, it's Backpackin With Uday, and today we have something a little different. We're bringing you 4 back pieces in one video. We'll be going through the God Backpieces today, the Light of Dwayna, the Chaos of Lyssa, the Shadow of Grenth, and the Fires of Balthazar. The Dwayna, Lyssa, and Grenth back pieces have very similar recipes, while the Balthazar back piece has a PvP reward track that you can complete once. The recipes for these back pieces are all pretty expensive. The Shadow of Grenth recipe is 7 gold, the Light of Dwayna recipe is around 100 gold, and the Chaos of Lyssa recipe is over 600 gold. These recipes are all pretty similar. They'll require 50 Icy Runestones, 15 Bolts of Damask, and 1 Vision Crystal. You can obtain the Icy Runestones from the Gw2 vendor found near the Claw of Jormag meta event, and it'll cost 50 gold. You can craft 1 Bolt of Damask daily with 450 tailoring, armorsmith, or leatherworking for about 10 gold in material costs, or you can just buy them from the trading post straight up for 12 gold each. The total then comes out to around 180 gold. You require 500 of any profession to craft a Vision Crystal, which is done by combining 5 Bloodstone bricks, Imperial Stars, Dragonite ingots, and an Augur Stone, which you can purchase from Miani for 20 Spirit Shards. You can also obtain the crystal from the Chest of Loyalty gotten from the daily reward at the end of the month if you're too lazy to get Dragonite, like me. The last material required for Dwayna is 7 Charged Lodestones, which is simple enough to get. Costs about 15 gold for all 7 from the trading post. The material for Lyssa is 20 piles of crystalline dust, which is 4 gold from the trading post. The material for Grenth is 10 glacial lodestone, which is 5 gold. Wait, when did these get this expensive? It's only 5 gold from the trading post, but they are up a lot more than they used to be. The total cost then for these back pieces come out to be about 230 gold for Shadow of Grenth, 350 gold for Light of Dwayna, and a whopping 850 gold for the Chaos of Lyssa. All 3 of these back pieces are ascended and can be infused for an additional Gift of Ascension, Glove of Coagulated Mist Essence, and 250 Ectoplasm. And now let's talk about the odd one out, the Fires of Balthazar. You can complete the Balthazar back item reward track from PvP to obtain this skin, but it is only a skin. It is not ascended like the rest. Now, let's get to everyone's favorite part, the descriptions. The design of the Dwayna back piece seems to just be a simple set of wings, but on closer inspection you can see it contains a lot more details. At the base, the blue tail-like object meant to represent Dwayna's body has amazing lines drawn inside that are all drawn to a few circles within. This is a little hard to notice as the blue particle effects are quite bright. The middle of the backpack houses another blue particle, this time representing Dwayna's face. Her body is painted gold, and on closer inspection it seems as though it's wearing a robe and extending its arms towards those around it. The arms are depicted as wings that have a blue base, and along the length of the wing are gold-tipped feathers. These feathers give off a golden particle effect that has a slight golden dust, which is truly what makes this backpack so prized. The Chaos of Lyssa has 6 wings placed on either side. These wings then connect to an inner ring that houses a set of faces. One face is mostly purple with a line of white down its nose. On the right hand side of its face and the forehead, there's a really nice golden scrollwork detail, and the eyes also glow purple. The other face is mostly white with the same band running down its nose, but this time, the band is purple. This face again contains the golden scrollwork, but is a lot less focused to one side, and it has a lot more detail. The faces change every 2 seconds, and it feels a little bit fast in my opinion. There are large red gems placed above the faces contained in some golden bars. These bars continue up and come together with the bars from the remainder of the back piece, and create a point where the 2 sides almost touch. On the other end of these bars, some red lining can be found within the sections, and on the lining some very delicate clover details are drawn. The center of the back piece is unique in that it has a brilliant purple glow with low shader settings, and this is what makes the back piece amazing for most people. Shadow of Grenth starts as a skull with 4 horns, 2 large ones placed just below 2 smaller ones. The skull has a few cracks running throughout and looks like a buffalo skull. Placed behind this, a fan starts from in line with the eyes. The fan is a little torn across its edge but has delicate golden scrollwork through the center. Just before the tattered edges, a green chain can be found draped across the fan. Below the fan is 3 pieces of cloth, each of varying length. The smallest is placed in the center with a slight golden left edge and red in color. The medium-sized cloth is placed on the left-hand side that begins red and finally becomes light gray. The golden edging now runs through the cloth and paints some amazing lines. The largest on the right-hand side is a lot more detailed, with the golden lines as these form large and small circles as well as being red, then turning gray towards the tattered base. The whole backpack illuminates green, and from the top of the horn a dark green mist forms. The Balthazar back piece takes its form from the Hounds of Balthazar and places 2 hound skulls onto your back. These each have 2 large horns accompanied by 2 small ones behind them. They have lava cracks running down their face, and eyes illuminate with the same lava design. They contain no lower jaw but still 2 fangs. The whole backpack contains a flame aura. And that's been this week's installment of Backpackin With Uday. I hope you guys liked the 4-in-1 this week. I actually have a request for some feedback for you guys so I can work on improving the series and others as we go forward. Do you like having the details on how to craft the back pieces before we go to the descriptions, or would you just prefer the bare minimum and just stick some wiki links on how to obtain the back pieces in the description? Which of these back pieces did you like best? Which back piece would you like to see next? Put it all in the comments down below, guys. And as always, may your games be great.